kind of, you'll do like a week of nights and a week of days, or I would really struggle with that because I'm a big sleeper. I love my sleep, and if I don't get sort of a good 7-8 hours sleep, I really struggle. I don't think there's anything better than an afternoon nap. So I love a wee, just after lunch, a wee nap after lunch. But yeah, I couldn't work nights. I don't think I would really struggle. So hats off to you. So we're getting there with the potatoes. I can show you how it's looking. So I'm just kind of mashing it as much as I can to get as many of the lumps out, because you don't want lumps in the little noodles. Usually 2 days, 1 night, or one, oh god. Oh, that's hard. That's really hard. Like I feel like it might be slightly easier if you were kind of week on, week off, because then you would have the time to, or you give your body the chance to kind of get used to the new routine. But if you're just doing like a couple of days and then switching, that's tough. I do not. There's nothing better than a good nap. It's so funny. I saw that on, I think it was maybe Facebook or something, where people used to say like these were, like you would be threatened with a nap, you'd be threatened to be sent to your bed when you were little, and now as an adult you couldn't think of anything better than during the day to go to your bed and have a nap. And it's just funny how these things change over time. Right, I'm going to have mussels by the end of this, good god. So I think I've definitely still got some lumps, but I'm not sure how unlumpy I'm going to get it. Get a spoon and get a proper good look at it. We'll see what we're working with. Oh, I think the steam from those potatoes is roasting. Right. So I think that's looking not too bad. There are still lumps, but I'm not sure how it, unless Amazon can do me a potato masher or a potato ricer in the next, say, half an hour. They're quick, but I'm not sure they're that quick. Woke up felt like crap, so I treated myself to some food court Chinese food and ginger and crab. Oh, that sounds delicious. But I hope you're feeling a bit better now. Hopefully, I always think food can heal a lot of stuff, so if you eat some good food, that normally helps. But you'll be tired after all of that, and then you can't sleep, so it's not really ideal. Especially if you're working tomorrow. Not ideal. Hopefully you get Sunday off though. I think I'm going to give up with this soon because I don't think I'm making any more progress and it's too hot. It's just getting this steam off it. It's absolutely roasting. Oh, get some stuff for me. Right. So I think that'll do. Oh, see, ginger and onion crab, that sounds delicious. I'm a big fan of seafood. I don't eat a lot of it. I try to eat not too much, but I do love seafood. I think I could give up all meat a lot easier than I could give up fish. I took a food coma. Sometimes you need that. I find most days after lunch, if I eat too much, because I like quite a big lunch, I like quite big meals, and it'll probably be the same after this, that once, excuse me, once I've had my lunch, I kind of go, oh, I could just have a wee snooze now, and then an hour later, I'm like, oh no, I really need to get up and get some work done. Sometimes it makes you feel better, and sometimes it makes you feel much worse. Ginger and onion sauce, oh, that sounds lovely. I love ginger. I'm a big fan of ginger. We really got into the ginger shots with like apple juice and ginger pressed through. I got one of these juicers for maybe Christmas last year or the year before, and there's nothing better than a good ginger shot when it's really like it almost hurts to drink it. Oh, it's great. Right. Okay, I'm going to give up now and move on to the next. Okay, so I want to spread it onto a baking sheet and let it cool. So I'm going to get my baking sheet back out. The only problem is my baking sheet is now hot, which is not ideal. How much have I got? Can I use a little one? Yeah. While I rearrange my kitchen. Scissors. See, that's still hot as well. That's not going to cool it down very quickly then. Ginger shot. Oh, see, I love a ginger shot. There's nothing better. I'm off enjoy the dumplings. I love to be big. Yes, I will let you know how that goes. And I hope you manage to get some sleep before your shift tomorrow. I hope it's not too horrendous for you. And thanks again for joining us. And hopefully it'll all go okay from here on in. So that's still quite warm, but I'll stick it in the fridge and that should help. Okay, so I want to spread it out onto a baking tray. So we're basically just doing this to try and get it to cool a bit quicker, because I'm not really sure what the reason is, but you want it to be cool when you add, because you add an egg. So once it's cool you can add the flour and the egg and the seasoning, because obviously if it's too hot then it'll start to cook the egg, and I don't think that's what you want. So I'm just going to pop it all out onto the baking tray and kind of flatten it as much as I can, and that will get it cooled a bit quicker. It's quite sticky. So I think that's, I watched the Purple Coffin stream yesterday, and she was, or was it, no, Wednesday, and she was making a potato soup, and she was talking about the different kinds of potatoes and what potatoes you should use for different things. And I find it quite interesting, because I think quite often with recipes you do kind of go, well, it just says potatoes, so I'll just get a bag of potatoes and it shouldn't really matter what potatoes it is. But there definitely does seem to be specific potatoes that are better for some things than others. I don't know, I've not figured out what they are. I'm sure I could Google it. But there definitely does seem to be, like, because you can get like starchy potatoes, you can get floury potatoes, and I think it depends what you're using them for, what kind of potatoes you'd want. But so I've got a feeling these are possibly the wrong potatoes for what I want to do. But see, we get our veg delivered to us just in a little box, so it's like from farms round about. So you don't actually know, I don't think they tell you, other than on the website. So it's just me being lazy, not going on the website. But if you go on the website, they'll tell you what potatoes they are. But other than that, they just come and they're just potatoes in a box. So I'm never really sure, but I mean, I suppose you can only go so wrong. It's just potatoes, isn't it? Right, so I think that's fairly well flattened. So we just get a nice tray of mash, and it's quite warm, so I think I might even have a quick look and see if I've got space in the freezer, and I'm just going to pop it in for maybe 5-10 minutes to cool it down, so that then we can start adding the other bits to it, so that it's not going to like cook the egg or anything like that. So I'm going to pop this in here. Oh! And as luck would have it, I think I've actually got space in the freezer. Well, my freezer door shut. No. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Yeah, so it's going in the fridge. It's too big for the freezer. So while that's in the fridge for, oh, and my fridge door's not closing now.